The Arizona Cardinals are reportedly going to try to trade Deandre Hopkins this offseason. So should the Chicago Bears pounce on that opportunity and try to make a move for D-Hop? Let's talk about it. What is going on, yo? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, NFL, here to talk about the Chicago Bears. Please do subscribe to the channel, people. Offseason is going to be absolutely bonkers, and I'm going to have it all covered for you. You don't want to miss out. Trust me on that. You will want to be tuned in and locked in right here. So just do yourself the favor right now and hit the big red subscribe button. Also follow me on my social media platforms. All right, so let's talk about this report that just came out about the Cardinals looking to trade D-Hop. So Jordan Schultz tweeted about this, a reporter who basically talked about the fact that the Cardinals really don't want to pay DeAndre Hopkins after his current deal is over. He's got approximately 2 years and $34.36 million left on that deal. And so they don't want to pay him past that. And so they're looking to move him because of that reason. So should the Bears pounce on Hopkins? And my answer is yes, absolutely. But for the right price, right? Everything has a price. DeAndre Hopkins is fantastic still, all right? He's still a fantastic receiver. Maybe he's not, the best receiver in football like he used to be a little while ago, but he is still, I would say, arguably a top 5 receiver. I really do think so. I mean, folks, I know Hop didn't play the entire season this year because of suspension, but in the 9 games that he did play, he put up 717 receiving yards. You extrapolate that to a full season, that's like 1,300 to 1,400 receiving yards. That's insane. That's top 5 wide receiver production. Like, DeAndre Hopkins is still extremely talented. He's not washed at all. And people like to say that because he's 30 years old. So that's really going to be the first issue here, is that's why I talked about price. Hopkins is a perfect number 1 receiver. Maybe not perfect, but for the guys that are available, that are realistically available, perfect for the Bears to obtain because of the fact that you put anything within, his vicinity and he's going to grab it. This man does not drop the football. And that's exactly what he needs, Justin Fields needs. He needs a number 1 receiver, and make no mistake about it, DeAndre Hopkins is a number 1 receiver. Now, things get complicated when you talk about the compensation. In order to make a trade, 2 sides have to tango, right? We got to have both sides agree here. And because of the fact that we already gave up a 2nd-round pick for Chase Claypool, that complicates things and says to you, does that mean DeAndre Hopkins is worth a 2nd-round pick as well? Or more, actually, because that's what you gave up for Chase Claypool. And I would tell you that I don't believe the asking price for Hopkins is going to be that much. Because of the fact that he is 30, because of the fact that we're talking about a guy who is on the back end of his prime, and we're talking about a guy who's had some issues here, again, with suspensions and off-the-field stuff. So we're talking about a guy who some teams could look at as damaged goods. And that's where we got to take advantage of that. Ryan Poles got to take advantage of that and look at the discounted price. You are not going to pay a premium for Hopkins. If Arizona was asking for a 1st, 2nd, something crazy like that, no, thank you. I'll draft a receiver. I'll go ahead and get one free agency. I'll do my thing. But if we talk about maybe a 3rd rounder, maybe something around that range, I might look into it. Because again, free agency class, absolutely whack. You are not going to find a good receiver in free agency. Trust me, there's a lot of Jacoby Myers in there. The draft, yes, certainly you can take your shot, but what are the chances you get a talent like a DeAndre Hopkins? So when we talk about Justin Fields' development, we need to talk about a guy who can come in, step in right away, and be a wide receiver 1. So yes, I want the Bears and Ryan Poles to make a phone call to the Cardinals, see what the asking price is for DeAndre Hopkins, and if it's not too much, pounce on it. If it is, I'm cool backing off. Because, yeah, people have worries about the timeline, right? Does he fit? Does he not? Because he's 30 years old and we're trying to rebuild. Yeah, he doesn't necessarily fit, but what if you get Hopkins in here on a cheap compensation for 2 years, the rest of his deal, and he helps Justin Fields take his game to the next level, and then you let him go? Like, the job's done. We just need Hopkins to do for Fields what A.J. Brown did for Hurts, what Tyreek Hill did for Tua, what Stephon Diggs for Josh Allen. Like, we just need that. That's all I'm asking for. So that's where I'm at, people. Let's see what the asking price is. But yes, I want to know. I want to know from you guys, should the Bears go in on DeAndre Hopkins, and I think they should, depending on that price. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.